then go back in, okay? But make them play defense. Let's go out and have some fun, guys. That's what it's all about. A lot of time. Fellas, you got a new house.
A championship season for Sydney means a championship season for Australian basketball. For the game now not only demands the best in venues, it draws near capacity crowds to even pre-season games at the Sydney Entertainment Centre.
If you play in here, you must have something going for you. And with 64 corporate boxes, with 94 companies now involved with us, that's a lot of weight behind you.
Most agree basketball's popularity got a kick-start with the advent of top-notch American imports.
The major reason for the improvement of Australian basketball has been the American players coming out here. I think that as the quality of Americans have improved, so too has the league and the improvement in the local players.
The standard, I think, has been lifted more by the standard of the Americans that we bring out here now. I remember 6-7 years ago, the Americans we brought out these days would not get a run.
The American influence has sparked the usual debate. It's nice to have them visit, but do we really need them to stay?
The Americans are such more exciting basketball players, you know. They're able to make the spectacular plays at almost any given time. It's paying off for the Australians, but I still think they need the American flavor.
We should bring in the best Americans that we can to help us improve our game, but we don't necessarily want them to take over our game.
Green, look at Gaze, he's there. Gaze gives a big smile to Green. Gaze hoists a three from down under.
Australian basketball has improved to the stage where the Melbourne Tigers' Andrew Gaze could go to America and lead his Seton Hall team to national college finals.
Well, they don't have Larry Bird in Australia, but Gaze will do down there, won't he?
Andrew's performance was virtually symbolic of what's happened to the sport in Australia, that his performance has been very widely recognised by the public here.
After being over there and playing in that level of competition, it's certainly, you come back a lot more humble, I guess, and knowing that it really is a big step above the level of competition we're playing at here.
And as the standard here lifted, so did the interest from television. Now there are regular telecasts of NBL games on commercial TV and a weekly broadcast of American professional matches on the ABC.
Since Mahorn has teamed up with Charles Barkley, the Sixers have become contenders in the Atlantic Division, where they find themselves only a half game out of the lead. And while Philly's playing well,
Television has the ability with the sport of basketball to really drag it into your living room, because you see the pressure, you see the sweat, and you know what people are going through. That's unique, I think, in top sport. You can't do that in almost any other sport.
It's no one's fault. No one's made an error. No one's done anything wrong. They've hit tough shots under pressure in the crunch. Good on them. It don't matter, all right? We play another day. Don't get on each other's ass about anything. You played your ass off. Finish up tough.
Brian Gorgian of the Melbourne Spectres is one of the burgeoning band of Americans who came to play but decided to stay.
I'm coaching for my livelihood. I'm coaching for my life. You know, you lose a game or you lose a few in a row, your job's on the line now.
And if you thought that dressing room exhortations could only happen in America, here's Ken Cole of the Newcastle Falcons.
Let's go home happy that we've made the improvement and started to get our heads to the extent that we want, okay? Make a commitment today to the group for the season to win. Let's go. Let's go!
Cole's soul talk worked for Newcastle, with the Falcons beating the favoured Kings by 2 points. Cole, a 30-year veteran of the game, is an advocate of the American style, with reservations.
There are a lot of new people involved in the game, and they do have a little bit of a tendency to go overboard with entertainment at times, and you almost feel like you've got to say to people, we're here to play basketball.
what we have in Australia is that you have a young sport that's trying to make an impact, so you had to create more of the Showtime type basketball to be able to create the effect. But I think rather than American razzmatazz, we have Australian razzmatazz, because it's a lot more and a lot better and a lot more organised than the American one.
A lot of my friends that see the games feel that it's very Americanised. I suppose we're losing a little bit of our character and a little bit of our heritage there, but really with basketball it is an American game and we've got nothing to draw on it anyway.
And for the Sydney Kings, it's American-style publicity, from Coke commercials to a Daily Mirror promotion to backing up their fans.
We've been approached by TAB and a few other things, and we've rejected it. Now, sure, it would mean a whole lot more money for the organisation, but it's not the image that we want to portray. We're a family sport. We want to maintain a family image.
The family image is also the aim of American basketball, despite its problems with drug-taking among the players, point shaving and college recruiting violations. There, television contracts are astronomical. CBS recently paid $1 billion to televise college basketball for the next 7 years. As the basketball business grows here, is there a danger of players taking bribes to lose games?
I don't think people really have that kind of money to throw away on, say, for myself, come to me and say, what are they going to say, Lee, I got $10,000. Who's going to give away $10,000 for a basketball game? Not unless they're betting about $50,000 on the game to win anyway. But I just think most people that come here are so genuine. You know, it takes a certain kind of individual to come here and play basketball away from home and family and friends.
Leroy Loggins, captain of the Brisbane Bullets, is just one of those individuals.
I mean, Australia has just been the ideal place for me, that I felt that because I've been very fortunate to live here for so long, it was only true to Australia to become an Australian.
Basketball breeds other Australian-American relationships away from the bright lights. Charlie Ammett coaches the Sydney Comets, an affiliate of the Kings, and one of his protégés is an American, Dwight Wilbur.
I think I see a future here. I think I've established myself a little bit more here, where basketball is on the rise, and I've sort of gotten here at that right time and place, whereas back home it's just guards and other players are a dime a dozen, and I probably wouldn't get that opportunity.
Dwight went home for Christmas. Now he's coaching high school and waiting for a call from Australia to come back and play ball. Charlie Ammett's coaching the Comets and has a different match on his mind.
Well, I'm running a battle now. This is the game of my life. This is the game I'm not to lose. I have a bone marrow disease that people might call cancerous, but it's a terminal thing. And I'm using all my abilities now to fight it.
Meanwhile, back at the Kingdome, the fans were basking in their new arena.
Well, it's absolutely fantastic. I don't think even they expected they were going to get a full house and they were going to get this kind of response from people, you know? I think it's just terrific. Now all we got to do is win.
And win they did in the most spectacular fashion, with only seconds left on the clock. Thank the crowd, Bob Turner told his players, but that hardly seemed necessary.
I was surprised to see so many people moving in from Homebush. I'm not usually a basketball fan, but it was really entertaining, and I'm not supposed to clap, and I was sitting here clapping.
It was great. You couldn't get much better finish than that.
I'm building a base for the future. Winning isn't everything. It's nice, it's great, it's lovely to be a winner. You do get peripheral people when you're a winner, but I think the type of loyalty we're getting is going to become traditional, and that's more important to me, much more lasting.
Arise and rise.